gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky.
Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this? The Yard Father coming to give the bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not rocking with the best. Just wave. Hands, listen. Hands ready. 1, 2, 3, here we go.
Hey, yo, what up? This your boy Shockwave, PP2G.com. She's a street reporter. I'm sitting here with one of the most well-respected producers out of the game, Just Blaze. What's good, Just?
I'm chilling, man.
How you doing? You all right?
All right.
Young Diddle, Young Diddle, Young Diddle, Just Blaze, Killer, Diplomats, Jewels.
How did you get started as a producer?
Music has been with me since I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I was walking around with records before I could really even walk, you know, like, so it's just kind of always been in my blood. And, you know, my mother was a singer, my father played keys, he's a jazz musician, so the foundation has just always been there. And, you know, from there I progressed to DJing, and then the natural progression from DJing is a lot of times production. You know,
right.
most good producers start out as good DJs.
One of the things that kind of intrigued me about you, you're one of those producers that's really out there in the streets. You've been a judge for many of these beat competitions.
Right.
And what motivates you to do that job? Because a lot of producers, they just stay in the studio and they're not really concerned about the up-and-coming producers.
The only way you're gonna stay on top of your game and, you know, hopefully discover some new talent is to be out there checking it out and catching it.
Right.
And having an alliance with somebody stronger than to have an enemy.
Right.
You know, not to say if I don't go check them out, they're gonna be my enemies. It's always in everybody's best interest to have as many producers in alliance as opposed to as in opposition. You know what I mean? Because it works in all of our favor. It's always gonna be competition. The game is based on
sharp.
Right. It's based on competition, but that doesn't mean you can't compete with your allies.
Right.
You know, I have a relationship with people you're competing with.
Do your thing, let me do my thing. Do your thing, let me do my thing.
Rockefeller Records.
It's just a good working relationship. It's like family. They know what I'm gonna bring. They know what I'm gonna bring to the table. I know what they're gonna bring to the table. So it's just we did a deal, you know, for X amount of records, and that was that. It's like, you know, like I say, when it's family, the association is what matters.
Right.
You know, it's not
the feeling.
It's not just
you got with people.
Exactly. It's just
right.
That's all that matters. It's not about, you know, sign this and we own you. You know, I'm free to do whatever I want, but as long as the working relationship is good, then you know that I'm gonna bring my A game to y'all.
Right.
You know, and that's what it was, and that's what it still is.
You got your own studio, which is called Baseline,
yep.
right?
Yep.
So do you mostly work in your own studio, or sometimes you go out to artists?
It depends on who the person is. Most people, it's just like, yo, just come out to the studio, we'll knock something out. Certain rare cases, you go out to LA, you know what I mean? Like, if there's a bunch of stuff going on at Aftermath and Dre wants me to come out for a week or two, then we'll go out there.
Right.
You know, for the most part, I just keep it central. Because there will be no point in me spending $1 million on a studio or near $1 million on a studio and then flying all over the place to go work with people.
Exactly.
Use your investment.
Yeah, but you're a lot more portable by using your laptop, so you can also, when you're on the road, you just create your ideas.
Exactly. Like now, the technology game has changed so much, just even in the past 7 years, where there's so much more I can do on my laptop. You still want a workspace, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a big, huge $1 million facility. True. There's a place for those. I just don't think it's the be-all, end-all. It's not absolutely necessary to make good records that sound good.
This is state of emergency, bitches. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. I'm back.
If Baseline was for sale now, me personally, I might not have bought it. Half of the reason I bought it was the history.
Okay.
I didn't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was maybe even more than 50% of it. It was just like, this was our house. We made history in this place. Some of the parties that were interested in buying it probably wouldn't have respected it as much.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then it breaks your heart if they buy it and then
exactly. And then it
change it to a parking lot or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it was kind of like, we'll let it live a little bit longer.
What projects from Just Blaze?
NBA Ballers, which was a video game by Midway. I did the entire score for it.
Nice.
Yeah, which is not easy work. Most people would say, all right, well, if it's a game, it's just music playing in the background. One of the cool things about this score is that it changes depending on what you do.
Okay, right.
So
you have to write different
exactly,
scores to it.
but it all has to fit together.
Right.
So in other words, you have this beat playing, but then the beat may do this. If you score a 3, you do this, the beat is gonna do this.
Okay.
You know, you start taking the lead, the beat's gonna do this. If it ties up, the beat's gonna do this. But it's still the same beat the whole time.
Right.
Or it has to feel like the same beat the whole time. It can't just change to a new beat.
Right.
And it was like 35 different levels that we had to do this for. So
nice.
that was a lot of work.
A lot of DJs that I meet nowadays in the clubs, they use laptops.
Right.
What's your feeling on that? You loving that analog digital
No,
thing?
I would be on my laptop today.
You be on your laptop as well, right? You just got to use the technology to your advantage.
Yeah, like I said this the other day in the interview, but I'm gonna say it again. Being that we're on video, and maybe more people will see this. All you people who have a problem with Serato, shut up. Point blank. There's no, like, it doesn't make you a better DJ. It doesn't scratch for you. It doesn't mix for you. It doesn't do anything but play the music that you would normally be playing from your turntables. So if you want to go, and this is coming from somebody who has 20,000 pieces of vinyl. If you want to go and run around with your vinyl and get it all dusty and scratched up and break your back carrying 15 crates across the world, then go ahead and do so. But shut up. Because there's keeping it real. No, you're keeping it real dinosauristic. I'm gonna make up a word. You're keeping it real dinosauristic.
Just cut for me, mommy, just blaze, mommy, just blaze, mommy, just blaze. If mommy, just blaze. If mommy, just blaze, mommy, just blaze, mommy, just blaze.
Just check out the blog, megatrondon.com, and you know you'll find out on there.
Okay, that's tight. Well, we hope to see a lot more from your products coming out, and hope to see you back here in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I'll be back for sure. No problem.
See you next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
respect. We're out of here.
Signing off. Just Blaze, PP2G TV. See y'all.